Hey, this is Pete. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about what is the best thing to buy as an investment to get the best returns this year and moving forward. Listen, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing with you facts about the market. I'm sharing with you history charts, and I'm going to share with you what I'm doing. And you can take this information for what it is. And I hope you find value in this. Listen, my friend, I invest in precious metals like silver and gold. I also invest in cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, right? And my wife and I also invest in real estate. So those are three main investments in our portfolio. Now, based on the market conditions, it depends what is paying off the most, right? What is the most undervalued asset right now that we are investing into? And that, I believe, is silver and gold, specifically silver ounces, right? So with that said, I will share with you exactly why, and hopefully this will be valuable to you as well. Some information, and I'll share with you a broader picture of where our current inflation is, right? A little bit of our economic weather and how that can help you win. Well, there's always a best way to position yourself to build wealth while most people are losing, right? Because they're not making the right investment decisions. Well, one of the biggest elephants in the room, right, that we have to address is the fact that they're printing trillions of dollars, right? More money right now than there's ever been in existence, and they're overprinting. Whilst the dollars, right, are no longer backed by gold or silver or oil. It's no longer the petrodollar, which means that they can print as much as they want at will and just tell people that it's worth money, right? Which brings the value of the dollar down, right? Because so much in circulation and it's not backed by anything. Look, according to tech startups here, over 80% of all US dollars in existence were printed in the last 22 months, from 4 trillion in the month of January 2020 to 20 trillion in October 2021. So just by the end of 2021, over 20 trillion has been printed in that short window of time. That's crazy, right? Listen, we are already in mid-2022. Do you think they've stopped printing? Absolutely not. In fact, don't you think that this will have big economic consequences on the markets, on the economy? Absolutely, right? It's inevitable. It's just a matter of time before this backfires, just like history's always shown us, right? This is one of the big reasons why we're experiencing inflation, but I think we're not experiencing the big inflation yet. Inflation is just starting to take off. This is going to have consequences. We are in bubbles, okay? Some of the biggest capitalists are saying, and economists, right, who know what they're talking about, is that we are creating bubbles right now. Real estate bubbles, all of that is overpriced right now. In fact, I was looking at Mike Maloney's predicaments, and he was showing us a chart. This is a real estate chart, right? This is like new construction homes and homes that were being built and the price and demand, right? And right here, as you can see, this is a big spike here in 2007. By 2008, we see a big correction, and by 2009, this is where the price was. So, between 2010 and 11 was the bottom of the real estate market, right? I was on the wrong side of this last recession we experienced. And this is where would be the amazing time to buy real estate, right? And this would be the amazing time to sell real estate. Look at what we're experiencing now, okay? This is 19, 20, 21, year 22, going into 22. We're seeing a big real estate spike that's about to correct itself, right? Just like history's always shown us. But this time, they're saying it's going to be a bigger mess, okay? So this means that potentially, if real estate crashes again, just like it's always done in history of time, right? That's when the bubble bursts and we have big market crashes, right? But let's just look back to see what happened. In 2005, 6, 7, it was at the peak. Real estate was at the peak, okay? Now let's look at this. This is a gold chart, okay? In 2007, gold was at the bottom. Real estate was at the peak, my friends. Gold was at the bottom. Are you seeing a pattern here? So when real estate took a big hit, took a big drop, 2008, 2009, 2010, it hit its rock bottom, right? Gold prices were climbing. In fact, 2011, when real estate was at the rock bottom, gold was at its peak, coming from 2007, right? From 600 an ounce, 650 an ounce to 1800 an ounce, double in price. Now look what silver did in that exact amount of time. Okay? 2007 was here, right? It was 12. In fact, it went as far as $10 an ounce, even 9. And in 2011, when real estate already was down, silver was at the peak, went from $10 to $46 an ounce. My friend, this gold doubled, silver quadrupled. Imagine having silver and gold that went up, from 2 to 4 times in value, from 200 to 400% in value in that short amount of time. Imagine selling some silver and gold in 2011 at the peak before it pulled back again and buying some real estate at the rock bottom prices. So you see what's happening here? Listen, Bitcoin and crypto was not even born until 2009. That's when Bitcoin started, right? So we don't have the history of what Bitcoin did or would have done. However, we're comparing what the wealthy have always built their wealth with, real estate and precious metals. And the best part is you can accumulate precious metals here at the bottom. You could sell real estate here at its peak and buy precious metals, right? Sell it at the peak and buy real estate when it's undervalued. Are you following me? We see the same kind of pattern here. Silver, even oil prices are going through the roof. Silver is still undervalued, right? It's being pulled back. It's just like $20 an ounce right now. Imagine if you buy silver here like you would have bought it down here, and imagine experiencing one of these. Listen, real estate is at its peak right now, right? This is the time to sell real estate and buy precious metals if history is any indicator to you, right? Now listen, when we have a crash, when we have a real estate bubble that bursts, we can have a big market crash, right? It's going to get messy. Stocks might go down more, crypto might go down. Some investors are saying that Bitcoin might even go down under 20,000, right? Before it goes up to 100,000. So Bitcoin's on sale now, but it might even go even more on sale. But the one undervalued asset right now, my friend, is silver. Again, look at your history charts. If history is an indicator, you will see that buying real estate is expensive right now, right? Might not be the best thing. Maybe wait and let that market correct itself and get real estate for cheap, right? Buying crypto, not a bad idea, but maybe it'll be even more on sale, right? It might drop even more, just like the stocks will drop, right? Just like market crashes always, force it to do. Because of its volatility, crypto might drop, but I believe it'll bounce back up, shortly after. Now, silver is the real undervalued asset, I believe, right now that's being pulled back while some of the biggest, banks like JP Morgan and some of the wealthiest people are scooping up silver right now, okay? And the reason is because it's undervalued while everything else is overpriced. I'm not saying buy silver. I'm saying we are scooping up silver more than any other asset right now, okay? That's what the big names are doing. They're just not talking about it, right? Hey, so listen, my friend, the number one link below, that'll plug you into some step-by-step free training that will allow you to see more in depth on how to purchase the best precious metals, how we do it actually. We're going to share with you our number one source, where we get our precious metals at dealer direct pricing, no over spot fees, no additional costs that most of these dealers will charge. So you can hit that number one link below and watch the free training that will give you more in depth on how important we believe precious metals are right now, because they've proven, right, from history, they've proven to be the hedge against inflation, and our inflation is just taking off, right? I believe it's going to get more and more and more worse. Silver and gold will go up against inflation, I believe, just like it's done, because history shows us that, right? It's always the hedge. So oil prices are already quadrupled from $30 to like $120 per barrel in the past year or two, while silver and gold has not really taken off yet. In fact, silver is really being, compressed, but the biggest, holders are like JP Morgan, some of the wealthiest people and banks are actually scooping up silver and gold. So that should kind of tell us that they understand that that is a very undervalued asset right now. In fact, I believe even Bitcoin and cryptocurrency can still experience some volatility to the downwards even we might even see a bigger bear market. Same with the stock market, right? When bubbles burst, when big market crashes happen, everything is volatile. But what's been the true money, right, is real resources, real commodities like silver, gold, and oil. Again, oil's already skyrocketing in price. It might go up even more, but I think we kind of missed the chance to get in at $30 per barrel, right? Now, silver and gold, right, can potentially see a huge upward trend here very soon, potentially even this year. So I believe this is the best time to accumulate silver and gold, right? Listen, Bitcoin is on sale too, but I believe it can even have more volatility when the bubbles burst, when the markets really crash, which I believe is inevitable. So with that said, my friend, I'll put the #1 resource for you below. You can check it out. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more upcoming videos while we share with people how to collect real wealth assets, just like we're doing. And we love to educate people on history against facts, against what are the best assets the average person can collect, like cryptocurrency, precious metals, right? And when to accumulate more of which, right? So I believe right now is the time to collect real precious metals, my friend, which has always been the real sound money and the hedge against inflation, against crashes, right? When everything goes down, precious metals have proven to always go up, because when the dollar is weak, right, it requires more buying power to accumulate the real assets, the real money, which is precious metals, right? And after we see the big crash and the big bubbles burst and everything, while everybody's in chaos, this is the time when most other assets are undervalued. While silver and gold can potentially skyrocket, that's where you can sell it at the peak if you'd like to, and pick up some very undervalued assets on the market as well. So with that said, stay tuned for more videos like this, my friend, and I'll see you in the next one. And let me know in the comments what you see. Let me know, what, if you agree with what I'm saying here. I'd love to hear from you as well, and I'll see you in the next video.